gather our research, we use Google as our main search engine. We use this to find journals, news articles and real-life experiences of bullying, as well as campaigns that are hugely making a difference. This was a huge help as Google can quickly find what you are looking for in the matter of seconds, which isn't what we've always had. Weebly. Weebly was the basis for our entire project. This is where we gathered all our research and documents to keep our project in order. This ensured us that everything was easily accessible to each individual in the group when at home. This is a new form of technology that has hugely improved and has been a great help with all our work. From Ian's website, we were able to look at other Weebly sites. This was beneficial to us as we could see how they laid theirs out and the many different ways in which they could be creative. Also the many different ways we could gather research that at first we may not have thought of ourselves. YouTube. We use YouTube to allow us to watch past films, gaining research and inspiration for our own film. We looked at films to do with bullying that helped with the emotional side.
Google. We use Google when planning our animatic, as we were able to use Google Maps to search different locations to help us find a bridge to use, which is in our end scene. We also used it to gather directions to Middlewich, as this is where our house location is. Google was also used to find sound effects, which we used in our animatic over the still images to add effect. Through YouTube, we were able to look at other students' animatics to their films. It helped us visually see what our final outcome would look like and how important and helpful the animatic will be. When producing our actual film, this is where we can access our animatic when complete. Digital camera. As the animatic is shot in a still image, we used an Olympus digital camera to gain high quality images to eventually put together and create a continuous flowing animatic using iMovie. iMovie was the program in which we created the animatic, where we put together all of our images and added in sound and text. This program was able to give us a visual look of our potential 5-minute film.
Using a Sony HDV camera, we were able to record our film, along with using the boom mic to record sound for our radio project. Along with this camera, we also used a larger camera using a tape, in which we found worked better when recording at night. By using these cameras, we were able to produce a good quality image that was also in HD, giving a better outlook and sound of that of a non-HD camera. The camera was used to capture voiceovers for the film and radio recording. We used Final Cut Pro in reference for creating our film, but also our radio production. It enabled us to import our voice clips and produce it in our radio piece. By using Final Cut Pro, we were able to experiment with changing the sound levels of our speech and sound effects, for example using echo within our film, and also fade sounds together, giving a professional finish to the radio trailer. Google was used in order to listen to previous radio trailers, to research how the narrator's voice appeared to the audience, and also help with the layout of our magazine review. Photoshop was used briefly to edit our images for the magazine review. By changing the brightness to the images, it gave a better quality image of that we started with. Photoshop is a recent technology that enables you to enhance an image in a way that we felt suited us best. Publisher was used to create our magazine review. By using Publisher, we were able to format the images and text to look as professional as a printed review. If Publisher or any other electronic program was unavailable, the magazine review would have been drawn together by our production team, taking time away from our project.
Final Cut Pro was used to create our evaluation questions. By using this, we were able to import our images when creating a post-it note style answer to the question. Final Cut Pro enabled us to add to the creativity to our answers by including voiceovers and effects. We found Final Cut Pro gave a professional outlook to all our work. Without this technology, the production side would have been a lot more time consuming. Not only did Final Cut Pro help us with that question, but also when creating our video diary style answer. By adding our recordings over our film, Final Cut Pro allows us to produce our work in a relatively simple way while also demonstrating our creativity. DVD burning enabled us to burn our film onto a DVD, making our film viewable to different people, something that wouldn't have been possible a few years ago, demonstrating how technology has developed and how it's become a key aspect in film.